Hello guys, this video is continuing for this chapter 6 from the Secret Garden story and discover the chapter 7. So let's continue the end of chapter 6. After Mary asked the servant, she heard she heard the cry sound for the third time. And she asked her what that cry come from. But the servant was worried and confused, and she didn't how to respond to Mrs. Mary. And she told her, "There is nothing. It's just a wind, and go to play outside. I will go. Mrs. Mudlock want me to help the other downstairs." This is the end of the Chapter 6, let's begin to Chapter 7, Secret Garden. In this chapter, Mary get outside skipping. She enter in the last chapter, into the garden, and she saw the roses. But she didn't know if they are alive or dead. Sure. So when she's skipping and reached for the garden, she saw the gardener been beside her, and the robin hopped between them, and she was smiling always to her, and she was the kindest person for Mrs. Mary, and and they talked kindly together. And Mrs. Mary asked the gardener, "Ben, if the branches of a rose's flower was dry and grey, are they mean they are dead?" And the gardener answered her, "Not really, because they are going like that in the winter, and they are going to get new shoots in the spring. But why you are asking about that?" he asked Mrs. Mary, surprised, because she really interesting, and there is no any roses around the house. Only he remembered in his mind the roses was in the garden. And she answered him, "I'm alone, as you know, and I pretend or try to imagine there is a garden. I work in it." So he was really sorry for her, and he continued his answer. He tell her when once in the past he was growing and take care of these planets or this roses flower for a beautiful, pretty lady. She was loved this flower in the garden. That was 10 years ago. And now all these flowers are dead, I think. So Mrs. Mary go away from the gardener, Ben, and then she found someone in front of her face. Is why a kind boy in front of her face, and she pretend to vanished. I don't know. And she pretend to go for him without scream, without settle, to try not frighten the boy and the animal beside him, because there is two rabbits and birds and squirrel, I think, beside him. She went to them, and she started talking to them and told him, "Are you your Craven's brother?" He answered her, "Yes, I am, and your Mrs. Mary, right?" She said, "Right." He take her the little spade and the seed, and they are looking for the pockets of speed and talking about them, and she learned her how to grow all these things. And then he asked her, where do you want to grow all these seeds and work your garden? And Mrs. Mary, her face went red and then white, and she didn't prepare for this question, and how can her to answer about this question? Then she told him, if I told you a secret, a really secret, can you keep it? And didn't tell anyone. And she told her, I kept a secret for all these wild animals. I feel sometimes like a bird or an animal. So tell me and don't be afraid. And he looked for the robin when he singing a beautiful thing, and he told her, the robin was your friend, he said. She was so happy about that, and she tell the craven about her secrets. She tell him, I stole a secret garden, and there is no anyone can enter it, only me. And they are don't take care about it, and they are left it from 10 years ago, and it was untidy garden. So I need to work in it to make it beautiful and grow new planets. She take this boy with her, and they are enter the garden and close the door behind them, and they are work and see all the garden. He tell her there is a lot of shoots coming up or coming out from the ground because the spring was coming. And she asked her about the branches. He take his knife from his pockets and cuts one of the branches, and so the branches was the inside, the core of the branches was green. He tell her, don't worry, all the branches of these roses flower are live. So they are work hard, and then Mrs. Mary returned to house and talked to her servants and told her, today I meet your brother, and he bring my a little spade and seed. And she was really happy about this part. And the servant told her another thing. She told her, I'm going to surprise you and make you more happy. Your uncle finally want to meet you, and he come here today, and he going for some other month. He going out from the house and didn't get into the house until the summer will come. And Mrs. Medlock dress Mary the really beautiful black dress, and she take her downstairs to her uncle's room. When she entered, she found a dog. She was frightened from this dog, but his uncle told the dog to be calm and stay in there located. And she entered and talked with her, and she told her, you are look thin, are you good, are you well? And she told her, yes, I'm gets better, because when I was living in India, it was really hot, and I'm not healthy, but when I come here, it's really beautiful weather with the garden, with the trees, and I get stronger and healthier. Then she looked at him and smiled, and she take some step, and she walked some step to him, nearer to him, and she wanted from him to take her a bit of garden, a bit of garden. She wants a bit of area to grow plants in it, because she tell her, I don't know how to do what to do in that empty house, so I need to a bit of area to grow some plants, because I love it. I love to grow plants. And she tell her, from 10 years ago there is a pretty girl, I think she is like you. She was really love planets, a garden, and take care of planets. And he told her, you can't take it, and if you don't have anything, you have to go, you have to leave me, because I feel so tired. So she went out from his uncle's room and went to his room. This is the end. And she told the servant her uncle wasn't angry. He was a nice man, but he has a crook shoulder, and he looked sad. That's only. And she was really happy. And this is the end of the chapter 7. Chapter 7, yeah, right. And the chapter 7 and the audio of that take maybe 12 minutes. I think I covered all the sentence or the things in that chapter. I hope to see you in the 9th chapter, 8th chapter. Goodbye.